Shabbat Shalom, Yashabam, pray to Mighty Yah. Oh yeah, everything good, bro. Shabbat Shalom, Teresa, right? Pray to Mighty Yah, sister. Teresa M. Okay. See, I think you forgot about me concerning the council. I sure did, brother. You said you would get back. Yeah, I sure did. I ain't gonna lie to you, brother. I did forget Yashabah. But call me tomorrow and remind me because I can't even remember what it was still. Yeah, I sure forgot, brother. I ain't gonna lie to you. But call me tomorrow and we'll discuss it and I'll get on top of it. I make that my first priority. Yeah, but cause I can't even remember what you asked me. Yeah. Yeah, I apologize for that, brother. My fault. Yeah. Yeah, I can't even remember what you said. Let me try to think right now what you said. Yeah. We'll talk. Well, just like I said, call me tomorrow or next day or whatever, and I'll get on top of it. Oh, okay. I just thought about it. It just came to me. I know what it was. About discipline, something dealing with the attitude or something. You said, yeah, I just remember. Yeah. Oh, okay, okay, yeah, yeah. Well, most black people got that problem, their patience. Yeah, but I'll get on top of it for you, bro. Yeah, we some impatient people. Shabbat shalom, Mark Anthony, pray to Maria, bro. Mark Anthony, I got a question for you too, brother. When all the brothers get on here and sisters, I want to ask you something. Yeah, I need you to do me a favor. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Flores. Pray the mighty Yah, sister. Shabbat shalom, Tonio being Yasharel. Okay. Shabbat shalom, Jewel Gladney. Pray the mighty Yah, sister. Shabbat shalom, brother. Yeah, man. All right, Chief. Shabbat Shalom, Jay Freeze. Shabbat Shalom, Cliff. Pray the mighty Yah. Hey, Joe, I'm going to go hard in the paint today. I want everybody to be on the air. Don't get off the air to go do nothing else, because I'm finna go hard in the paint. You understand me? And I'm going to show you. Y'all going to learn something y'all ain't never saw before, too. I'm finna teach y'all something today. So don't nobody go nowhere. Everybody stay online, because I got to pop this corn and get it all done. You'll see. And play it now.
Children of Yashurun, chosen of Yahuwah, Ahurun, wore the breastplate. Moses' brother had to wear a veil, cause he was close to Abba. Hebrew meaning father, King of kings, Yahweh, praise his holy name. David is chosen prince. Levites burned the frankincense. We had the Ark of Yah in Yerushalayim, aka Mount Zion, Mount Sinai, where we got the law. Handed the Moshe, most humble. He didn't make it in the promised land. I pray we make it in the promised land. Glorious land northeast, by the Mediterranean Sea. Jordan River running parallel. In the middle, throne of Yah. Our people making tefillah. Muslims say salah, meaning prayer in two different tongues. This is the east we from, full of palm trees, camelback deserts, and our habitat. Before we wore the fitted cap throwback, know that we really much more than slave. All the descendants of the slave ships, Yahweh's heritage. The mighty Yah, the mighty Yah, the mighty Yah, the mighty Yah soon come. The mighty Yah, the mighty Yah, the mighty Yah. Whoa. Isaiah 43, it's not a mystery, it's only one. Yahuwah stretched out the heavens, Exodus trade where he gave his name. He delivered us from Egypt, I only praise the mighty I am. Rest the Sabbath day, seventh day, SAT. Read the law when you get a chance, ASAP. Exodus 2:0, just a portion of the ancient scroll. Y'all behold with the most high sin. Put your idols down, worship in the dust of the ground. Whether human or graven image, I wear the fringes from the book of Numbers, chapter 15, 37 to verse 39. 5 straight with my bloodline, putting in work for the most high branch. Brand we eternally shot, 12 tribes.
Okay, the record scratched up, boy. All right, shalom, shalom, brothers and sisters all over the world. I'm Yahudah ben Israel. I'm a Hebrew servant of the Most High Yah. And I want to give all honor, glory, worship, to praise to Yahweh by saying hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah. Now, today's topic, I'm going to talk about idol worshiping. Idols. There's more idol worshipers on earth than people that serving Yah. Just about everybody is an idol worship. And I'm going to prove it beyond a shadow of doubt. And I'm going to show y'all some things that y'all ain't never saw before in this book. First of all, I want to, a brother called me from New York last week. One of my Hebrew brothers I've been knowing over 20 years, he called me and he told me to tone down on the word nigger. He think I should stop calling our people niggers, which I'm finna tone down. But I want Mark Anthony to look up the word nigger, because I need to know the real definition of what the word nigger means. I tried to look it up, but I couldn't find it in no book. So if anybody out there can look up the word nigger and give me the definition of it, I would like to know, you know. And oh yeah, I'm gonna look up the word idol. Idol, and what find out what an idol is.
Idol, a representation or symbol of an object of worship, a false god. In a few places in the Bible, the word image appears in a neutral sense. Most of the time, however, image refers to a statue or something of human manufacture which people have substituted for the true and living Elohim.
Okay, I'm gonna prove to you today that everybody that believe in the New Testament or another book is an idolater. I'm gonna prove that beyond a shadow of the day. Now read it again in this book. So if you ain't serving Yahweh, you are idolater. You's an idol worshiper, meaning you following a false pagan god. Read.
Idol, a image of a god used as an object of worship, especially in the Bible. A false god.
A false god. Anytime you worship anything other than Yahweh, you worship a false god. I don't care what you is. Buddhism, Christianity, Islam, all of it. Read.
Any person or thing that is greatly loved.
Any greatly person that's greatly loved. Read.
Idolater,
Idolater.
a person who worships idols.
A person that worships idols, meaning going to church, going to a Muslim mosque.
Idolatry, the worship of idols, too much love for a person or thing.
Okay, now we got that out the way. Now, I'm finna read y'all the story in this book. Go to Genesis. Go to Genesis 31. And just take out this story that I'm finna read. This is a cold lick here. Genesis 31. Y'all pay close attention to this. First verse.
Genesis chapter 31, verse 1. And he heard the words of Laban's sons, saying, Jacob hath taken away all that was our father's, and of that which was our father's hath he gotten all this glory.
See, Laban was a con man. And it's gonna tell you that he was a manipulator and a con man. Now check how Laban, watch how he get out. Read.
And Jacob beheld the countenance of Laban, and behold, it was not toward him as before. And Yahweh said unto Jacob, Return unto the land of thy fathers.
The Almighty Yahweh told Jacob to go back to the crib, go back home.
And to thy kindred, and I will be with thee.
And I'm going to be with you, Yahweh. So I'm going to be with Jacob. Read.
And Jacob said and called Rachel and Leah to the field unto his flock, and said unto them.
Now Jacob called both his wives, because he had two wives, Rachel and Leah. Read.
I see your father's countenance,
I see your father's countenance, mean he tripping.
That it is not toward me as before.
He ain't studied me. He was at first, but now he just flipped the script like people do. Read.
But the Elohim of my father have been with me.
The Almighty Yahweh been with me, not Laban. Read.
And ye know that with all my power I have served your father.
Y'all women know that I done served y'all father for 21 years, and it's going to tell you. I served him 7 times for one wife, served him 7 for the other one, and I served him 5 for the other.
And your father have deceived me and changed my wages 10 times.
Yeah, these women that he had married, they father Laban have changed his wages 10 times.
But Elohim suffered him not to hurt me.
But the Almighty wouldn't let him hurt him.
If he said thus, the speckle shall be thy wages, then all the cattle bear speckled. And if he said thus, the ring straight shall be thy hire, then bear all the cattle ring straight. Thus Elohim have taken away the cattle of your father and given them to me.
Yahweh did this. Read.
And it came to pass at the time that the cattle conceived, that I lifted up my eyes and saw in a dream, and behold, the rams the rams which leaped upon the cattle were ring straight, speckled, and gristled. And the angel of Elohim spake unto me in a dream, saying, Jacob. And I said, Here am I. And he said, Lift up now thy eyes and see. All the rams which leap upon the cattle are ring straight, speckled, and gristled. For I have seen all that Laban doeth unto thee.
He see everything that Laban doing wrong to Jacob.
I am the Elohim of Bethel, where thou anointest the pillar, and where thou vowedest a vow unto me. Now arise, get thee out from this land.
I want you to leave this land
and return unto the land of thy kindred.
And go back home to your kinfolks.
And Rachel and Leah answered and said unto him, Is there yet any portion or inheritance for us in our father's
Where's
house?
our portion in the inheritance from our father?
Are we not counted of him strangers?
Is we like a stranger to him?
For he have sold us and have quite devoured also our money. For all the riches which Elohim have taken from our father, that is ours and our children's. Now then, whatsoever Elohim have said unto thee, do. Then Jacob rose up and set his sons and his wives upon camels, and he carried away all his cattle and all his goods which he had gotten, the cattle of his getting, which he had gotten in Padan Aram, for to go to Isaac his father in the land of Canaan. And Laban went to shear his sheep, and Rachel had stolen the images that were her father's.
Hold it right there. Now, one of Jacob's wives has stolen her daddy's idols, a cross, a picture, a statue. Back then, people always have been serving graven images and idols. Now, Rachel stole it, but Jacob didn't know it. Now, watch the read.
And Jacob stole away unawares to Laban the Syrian, and that he told him not that he fled.
Laban was a Syrian, and he had them two daughters that Jacob had married, but he had fled and didn't tell them. Read.
So he fled with all that he had, and he rose up and passed over the river and set his face toward the Mount Gilead. And it was told Laban on the third day that Jacob was fled, and he took his brethren with him and pursued after him 7 days' journey, and they overtook him in the Mount Gilead.
Now he wasn't looking for Jacob. That was his son-in-law.
And Elohim came to Laban the Syrian in a dream by night.
Watch this. When the Most High came to him in a dream at night,
and said unto him, Take heed that thou speak not to Jacob either good or bad.
Don't you say nothing good or bad about Jacob, because that's my right-hand man.
Then Laban overtook Jacob. Now Jacob had pitched his tent in the mount, and Laban with his brethren pitched in the mount of Gilead. Laban said to Jacob, What hast thou done?
Jacob ain't did nothing to you. He told me what you done.
That thou hast stolen away unawares to me, and carried away my daughters as captives taken with the sword.
Now, how in the world did he take some from? He worked for this family. He worked for his two daughters.
Wherefore darest thou flee away secretly?
I ain't got to tell you nothing. I leave when I get ready. Who is you?
And steal away from me, and did
I ain't stole nothing from. See how he bears false witness on Jacob? Jacob ain't did nothing to this man. He ain't stole nothing. He ain't took none of nothing. Watch this, read.
And does not tell me.
Now he want to know the reason why he wanted him to tell him, so he can break it off in him and trick him. So Jacob had enough sense to get on away from him while he was asleep. Read.
That I might have sent thee away with myrrh.
See that reverse psychology? I would have sent you away with myrrh. I would have gave you a Rolls Royce, a Bentley, 2 diamond ring, and all this game. Now he running game. This a cap. Read.
And with songs, with tabret, and with harp.
He wasn't gonna do none of that.
And has not suffered me to kiss my sons and my daughters.
Then he wanted to kiss his grandkids and his granddaughters.
Thou hast now done foolishly, and so doing.
So he said Jacob did foolish for not letting him know that he left.
It is in the power of my hand to do you hurt.
I ought to do something to you, but watch this.
But the Elohim of your father spake unto me yesternight.
He came, the Almighty Jacob, God came to him yesternight in a dream and told him, don't say nothing good or bad. But I got power to do something to you. But if he had did something to it, the Almighty would have killed him and all his family. Read.
Saying, Take thou heed that thou speak not to Jacob either good or bad.
See, he repeating what he heard in that dream when the Most High came to him.
And now, though thou wouldest needs be gone, because thou sore longest after thy father's house, yet wherefore hast thou stolen my gods?
Now, Jacob didn't steal his gods. Jacob's wife stole them. Now he thinking Jacob had stole his God. This junk right here. Some of this junk. He think he stole his gods. Ain't stole none of that. But what? Keep reading.
And Jacob answered and said to Laban, because I was afraid, for I said, peradventure thou wouldest take by force thy daughters from me.
See, I was scared that if I'd have let you know you was going to take your daughters back from me.
With whomsoever thou findest thy gods.
He say, anybody that you find your gods, them crossing and pictures and statues, read.
Let him not live.
Let him not live.
Before our brethren discern thou what is thine with me, and take it to thee.
What verse you at?
32.
Okay.
For Jacob knew not that Rachel had stolen them.
Jacob didn't know one of his wives had stolen her father's gods. He didn't know that. But watch how slick she is. Read.
And Laban went into Jacob's tent, and
Not Jacob. When the Laban's tent, read.
And to Leah's tent, and into the two maid servants' tents.
Now Laban looking for his idol, his god. He went into both his daughters' tents. Jacob's tent. He looking. He tearing them up. He looked for it. Now read.
But he found them not.
He didn't find them not.
Then went he out of Leah's tent.
He went out of Leah's tent.
And entered into Rachel's tent.
Then watch when he went into Rachel's tent. Watch this, y'all. This game right here. Good game.
Now Rachel had taken the images.
Rachel had the images. But watch how she played. Read.
And put them in the camel's furniture.
And put them in the camel's furniture and sat on them.
And sat upon them. And Laban searched all the tent.
He tore the tent up like the police when they come to the house. He tore it up looking for it. Read.
But found them not.
But he didn't find them. Watch why he didn't find them. Read. This is the link here.
And she said to her father, let it not displease my master that I cannot rise up before thee.
Why she couldn't rise up before she was sitting on the idol gods, and watch what she say. She can't rise up. Read.
For the custom of women is upon me.
Because I'm on my ministration. I'm on my period. I can't get up. And he believed her. Read.
And he searched, but found not the images.
He searched and tore the house up and still couldn't find his idol god, which was JC or a cross.
And Jacob was wroth and charged with Laban. And Jacob answered and said to Laban, what is my trespass?
What I did to you?
What is my sin?
What I did to you?
That thou hast so hotly pursued after me.
Why are you looking for me? And I'm an innocent man. I ain't did nothing from you. I ain't stole your gods. I ain't took nothing from you. Everything I got from you, I worked for it. Read.
Whereas thou hast searched all my stuff.
You tore my house. You tore my daughter's house. My wife's house. You tore that. You demolished everything and still didn't find your gods. Read.
What hast thou found of all thy household stuff?
What have you found?
Set it here before my brethren and thy brethren, that they may judge betwixt us both. These 20 years have I been with thee.
I worked for you, labor for 20 years.
Thy ewes and thy she-goats have not cast their young, and the rams of thy flock have I not eaten.
I ain't begged you for nothing. I ain't asked you for nothing. I've been self-sufficient and independent ever since I was with you. Read.
That which was torn of beast I brought not unto thee.
Every time a lion or a tiger or bear ate one of your sheep, I didn't let you know. I didn't say, well, man, I got to have this because they didn't eat the sheep. Read.
I bear the loss of it.
I took the weight. I took the loss. That's what Jacob said. He popping corn. Read.
Of my hand didst thou require it, whether stolen by day.
Whether it was stolen by day.
Or stolen by night.
I took the weight.
Thus I was, in the day the drought consumed me.
When the drought consumed me, what verse you at?
40. And the frost by night, and my sleep departed from my eyes. Thus have I been 20 years in thy house.
I spent 20 years with you, Laban.
I served thee 14 years for thy 2 daughters.
I worked for you 14 years for your 2 daughters.
And 6 years for thy cattle.
And 6 years for their cattle.
And thou hast changed my wages 10 times.
And you have changed my wages 10 times. I was 100 with you, and you perpetrating a fraud with me. Read.
except the Elohim of my father, the Elohim of Abraham, and the fear of Isaac had been with me.
If the Almighty Yahweh wasn't with me,
surely thou hast sent me away now empty.
You would have sent me away with not a dime. You wouldn't have did none of that. If the Almighty Yahweh wasn't with me, you wouldn't have gave me nothing. You would have kept your daughters, all the animals, and everything else. Read.
Elohim have seen my affliction and the labor of my hands.
Yahweh has seen what I was doing in the affliction of my hands, the labor that I did for you.
And rebuked thee yesternight.
And rebuked you yesternight.
And Laban answered and said unto Jacob, these daughters are my daughters.
See, Laban said, answered Jacob, he now want his daughters back. He told him a lie. Read.
And these children are my children.
You a lie, ain't nothing belong to you. That man worked for all that.
And these cattle are my cattle.
How you gonna tell me if I marry your daughter and I have kids by and everything, how her daddy gonna say she's still that's mine and them my kids? No, fool, that's my wife and my kids. She was yours, but now she mine. Read.
And all that thou seest is mine. And what can
see how his father-in-law did it? This a rotten, dirty dude. This dude ain't no good. Read.
And what can I do this day unto these my daughters, or unto their children which they have borne? Now therefore come thou, let us make a covenant, I and thou, and let it be for a witness between me and thee. And Jacob took a stone and set it up for a pillar. And Jacob said unto his brethren, gather stones. And they took stones and made a heap, and they did eat there upon the heap. And Laban called it Jirgarsudutha, but Jacob called it Gilead. And Laban said, this.
In other words, the more to this story is that Jacob's wife stole the man gods, her daddy gods, and played the game and tricked him, but she died behind that too. But I ain't gonna get off into that. She died behind that for lying and stealing them gods. But letting you know that her daddy, which was Jacob's father-in-law, Laban, he wasn't no earthly good. This man that worked 20 years for you, and you talking about you leaving with my sons and my daughters and my cow and my sheep, and man, you are right, no good, dirty dog. Okay, now I just wanted to read that about the idols, but I could get off into the story and let y'all know how she died for that stunt that she pulled, but I ain't got time for that. Go to Exodus 20. I'm still dealing with these idols. Now, I'm gonna ask y'all a question. When the Almighty written the 10 Commandments, was it for them people way back then or for us right now today? I'm asking a question. When the 10 Commandments was written in Hebrew on scrolls millions of years ago, was he only talking to them people only, or he was talking to us today? There you go. Both. That's right. You're right, Ron Tor. Both and forever. And I'm going to prove to you that y'all right. Now, read that Exodus 20. Start the first verse.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 1.
That's right. We're talking about all of us. Y'all all right. Read.
And Elohim spake all these words.
Elohim, Yahweh spake all these words.
Saying, I am Yahweh thy Elohim.
I'm your God. Not the New Testament, not the Quran, not the Book of the Dead, not the Hadiths. Hey, I'm your God. Read.
Which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
The Almighty Yahweh, the one brought us out of Egypt, the house of bondage, because we was in Egypt for 430 years as slaves. We're going to be over here 400. We was over there 430. Read.
Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Now the first commandment told us don't have no other God before me. That kills all the churches, all the books, all the New Testament, all of that. Don't put nobody before Yahweh. Read.
Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I,
Yahweh. Hold it right there. Hold it right there. Now, y'all tell me what y'all notice in this picture. What y'all see in that picture? Can anybody tell me what you notice in that picture? Look at it good now. Okay. No. They bound down. It bound down on their knees and looking up at him like he's somebody. They worshiping him. Hold it. Now get back. Keep reading. Now start all over. Start at 4.
Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image.
Any. I don't care what it is. Any graven image.
Or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above.
In heaven above, you got the birds, the sun, moon, and stars, and everything, the cloud.
Or that is in the earth beneath.
We own the earth. Talking about any animal, any human being, anybody.
Or that is in the water under the earth.
The fish on the back of them people's car, they got fish with JC name in it. Any animal.
Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them.
Don't never bow down to none of that junk.
Nor serve them.
Don't never serve none of that junk.
For I, Yahweh, thy Elohim, am a jealous Elohim.
So if he's jealous, why would he want you to go to church, wear a cross, or put anything around your neck that's concerning somebody else? He say jealous.
Visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the 3rd and 4th generation of them that hate me.
When you do this, you hate Yah. He said, the visiting of the 3rd and 4th generation of them that hate me. And what else?
And showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments.
And showing mercy to thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. Boy, he been showing mercy to me from the womb. Ain't no way I'm supposed to be here. The Almighty been showing me mercy for a long time, y'all. I can tell you some things that I done did and what happened. Y'all won't believe it. That's when I know y'all do it. Now read that again. Get back. Okay, 5. Let's start at 5.
Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them.
Don't never bow down to it.
Nor serve them.
So when you go to church, they only talking about Hamashiach, Yahshua, or JC. They ain't talking about no Yahweh. Ain't no church in the world talking about Yahweh. If you can name me one church that's talking about Yahweh, I'll send you $500. Any church, any denomination, any religion, read.
For I, Yahweh, thy Elohim, am a jealous Elohim.
So if he's jealous and you worshiping somebody else, he gonna knock your head off.
Visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the 3rd and 4th generation of them that hate me.
The 3rd and 4th generation of these people that hate Yah.
And showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments.
And we are among the thousands that love Yahweh and keep his commandments. Because the only way that you can love Yahweh, you got to keep his commandments. Now, I ain't going to read them all because I'm just talking about this one. This idol worshiping, these churches, these pictures, these crosses that y'all wear. Almighty hate all that. Hold it. Let's go to Leviticus 26. And I'm going to show you that he hated. So anytime you go to church, you is an idolater and you hate Yahweh and you worshiping another man God and don't even know it. I'm gonna show you that I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna turn up in a few minutes. Leviticus 26. Start the first verse.
Leviticus chapter 26, verse 1. Ye shall make you no idols nor graven image.
You shall make you no idols or graven image. The Almighty gets mad when you do this. Read it again.
Ye shall make you no idols nor graven image neither rear you up a standing image, neither shall ye set up any image of stone in your land to bow down unto it. For I am Yahweh your Elohim.
That's right. And I skip on down to 30. Verse 30.
Verse 30. And I will destroy your high places,
Your church houses,
and cut down your images,
these pictures that they got in there, these images,
and cast your carcasses upon the carcasses of your idols.
that's right. He gonna kill you and put your body up on the same God that you serve.
And my soul shall abhor you.
And my Yahweh said, my soul gonna hate you. The Almighty said, I'm gonna hate you. Now read it again.
And I will destroy your high places.
Yahweh said, I'm gonna destroy your high places with your churches. High places is the tallest building around.
And cut down your images.
And cut down your images. Yahweh said he gonna do it.
And cast your carcasses upon the carcasses of your idols.
And I'm gonna kill you and put your body on the same God that wasn't worth 2 dead flags, your images.
And my soul shall abhor you.
And Yahweh said, I'm gonna hate you, because abhor means hate. That's right. Okay, now go to Deuteronomy 4. Oh, yeah. Now, my God is a killer. Yahweh is a killer. He don't love you or none of y'all. Okay, go to Deuteronomy 4 and start at the 14th verse. No, back up to 12. Deuteronomy 4 and 12.
Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 12. And Yahweh spake unto you out of the midst of the fire. Ye heard the voice of the words.
You heard Yahweh's voice, but you didn't see no similitude, no picture.
But saw no similitude.
You don't see no similitude of Yahweh.
Only ye heard a voice.
Only you heard his voice. He didn't show you this. He didn't show you no picture of that junk. He didn't do that. Read.
And he declared unto you his covenant.
He declared to us his covenant,
which he commanded you to perform.
He commanded us to perform.
Even 10 commandments.
10 commandments.
And he wrote them upon 2 tables of stone.
That's right.
And Yahweh commanded me at that time to teach you statutes and judgments.
Yahweh commanded Moses to teach us statutes and judgment,
that ye might do them in the land whether ye go over to possess it.
That's right. Read.
Take ye therefore good heed unto yourselves, for ye saw no manner of similitude on the day that Yahweh spake unto you.
You didn't see no picture just like what I just showed y'all. Y'all didn't see no similitude.
Out of the midst of the fire, lest ye corrupt yourselves.
This how you gonna corrupt yourself.
And make you a graven image.
This how you corrupt yourself, when you make a graven image. When you make this junk, that's a corruption. You being corrupted.
The similitude of any figure.
The similitude of any figure. Talking about a man on a cross.
The likeness of male or female.
Male or female, because the man on the cross is a male. Talking about him.
The likeness of any beast that is on the earth.
Likeness of any beast that's on the earth.
The likeness of any winged fowl that flieth in the air.
A winged fowl that fly in the air. Don't do no images of none of that junk.
The likeness of anything that creepeth on the ground.
They're creeping on the ground, it's covering everything.
The likeness of any fish that is in the waters beneath the earth.
Ain't they got a fish on the back of the car with JC in it? With his name in it? Talking about that.
And lest thou lift up thy eyes unto heaven, and when thou seest the sun and the moon and the stars, even all the hosts of heaven, shouldest be driven to worship them and serve them.
Don't do none of this.
Which Yahweh that Elohim have divided unto all nations under the whole heaven.
That's right. He don't want you to do none of that. Now go to Deuteronomy 5. 5 and 1.
Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 1. And Moses called all Israel and said unto them,
Moses called Israel, talking about all the black people.
Hear, O Israel, the statutes and judgments which I speak in your ears this day.
Now he told Israel this. He wasn't talking to the whole world. He was just talking to the Hebrew people.
That ye may learn them.
He told us to learn them. Show me in one of his statutes where he say go to church, believe in JC, go through the Son to get to the Father. Show me that and get paid. He never said that. Now read this.
And keep and do them.
We're supposed to keep his laws and commandments and statutes and do them.
Yahweh or Elohim made a covenant with us in Horeb.
He only made a covenant with the black folks, the Hebrews.
Yahweh made not this covenant with our fathers, but with us, even us, who are all of us here alive this day. Yahweh talked with you face to face in the mount out of the midst of the fire.
Now show me where he talked to anybody in the New Testament to get $500. He talked to us.
I stood between Yahweh and you at that time to show you the word of Yahweh, for ye were afraid by reason of the fire, and went not up into the mount, saying, I am Yahweh the Elohim.
Because he wrote the 10 Commandments twice. This is the second time he wrote it. He broke them the first time. Read.
Which brought thee out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage. Thou shalt have none other gods before me.
And he didn't change now one of his commandments. They all mean the same and say the same. He didn't add, he didn't take away. Don't have no other God before me.
Thou shalt not make thee any graven image.
If he told us not to make a graven image, what you doing wearing it for? What you got it in your house for? What you got up on your wall for? What you going to church to worship it for? If he told us don't do it, you hard-headed and disobedient toward the Most High.
Or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above.
Or anything or any likeness in the heaven above. Don't do it.
Or that is in the earth beneath.
Don't do it.
Or that is in the waters beneath the earth.
Don't do it.
Thou shalt not bow down thyself unto them.
Don't do it.
Nor serve them.
Don't do it.
For I, Yahweh, thy Elohim, am a jealous Elohim.
And if I'm jealous and you do it, I'm going to knock your head off.
Visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me.
And it's a whole bunch of y'all. This guy on here, this Christian Jane, he hate y'all. That's when he on here. Because he hate y'all. He talking against me. He talking against Moses. He talking against the prophets and the servant. We love him and he hate him. Now pay attention. When I'm talking about he hate, that means he hate Yahweh. Read.
And showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments.
Yahweh will show mercy to all the people that love him and keep his commandments. He going to show mercy on you. He ain't going to have no mercy on nobody that don't love him and keep his commandments. But the one that love him and keep his commandments, he going to have mercy on them. This Christian Jane, he going to knock his head off one day. One day y'all going to see he ain't going to be on here no more. Watch what I tell you. Because the Almighty going to knock his head off. Okay, that's all I wanted. Let's go to Deuteronomy 9. Okay, Deuteronomy 9 and 12.
Deuteronomy chapter 9, verse 12. And Yahweh said unto me, Arise, get thee down quickly from hence, for thy people which thou hast brought forth out of Egypt have corrupted themselves.
And see how they corrupted themselves.
They are quickly turned aside out of the way which I commanded them.
That's right. Like this Christian Jane had turned aside from Yah.
They have made them a molten image.
And he had went to church and wore a cross, a graven image. They traded the cross in, the golden image in for the cross.
Furthermore, Yahweh spake unto me.
Okay, that's all I needed. Okay. Now keep reading.
Saying, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people.
This Christian James guy is a stiff-necked, hard-headed person. I'm talking about Yahweh, and he talking about JC.
Let me alone, that I may destroy them.
See, Yahweh going to destroy them. And the only reason why he didn't destroy them back then because Moses prayed for them.
And blot out their name from under heaven.
And you think he ain't going to blot out their name under heaven right now today?
And I will make of thee a nation mightier and greater than they.
That's right.
So I turned and came down from the mount, and the mount burned with fire, and the 2 tables of the covenant were in my 2 hands. And I looked, and behold, ye had sinned against Yahweh your Elohim.
And they still sinning today against Yahweh the Elohim. They sinning today because they going to church and wearing a cross, and Almighty ain't never told us to do it. If he told us to do it, show it to me and get paid.
And had made you a molten calf.
And you have made a molten cross. Same thing today. You wearing a cross, that ain't nothing but a golden calf.
Ye had turned aside quickly out of the way which Yahweh had commanded you.
And when you got to the United States, you turned away quickly. Forgot all about Yahweh. Now you doing what the Gentiles do.
And I took the 2 tables and cast them out of my 2 hands.
And he broke them. Okay, that's all I needed. Let's go to Deuteronomy 7. Start that first verse.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 1. When Yahweh thy Elohim shall bring thee into the land whither thou goest to possess it, and have cast out many nations before thee, the Hittites, and the Girgashites, and the Amorites, and the Canaanites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites, 7 nations greater and mightier than thou.
And they from Ham. This is Ham seed, y'all.
And when Yahweh thy Elohim shall deliver them before thee,
when he deliver them before thee,
thou shalt smite them.
We should destroy them.
And utterly destroy them.
That's right.
Thou shalt make no covenant with them.
We ain't got no business making no covenant with nobody else.
Nor show mercy unto them.
And don't have nothing to do with them.
Neither shalt thou make marriages with them.
Don't integrate.
Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son.
Don't integrate.
Nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son.
Don't integrate.
For they will turn away thy son from following me.
When you marry the opposition, when you marry Chinese or Puerto Rican or Japanese or Russian, they going to turn you to their God. They going to go telling you about their God. That's when he didn't want us to integrate, because he didn't want us to learn their way. You supposed to stay with Yahweh and not learn somebody else's way. Read.
That they may serve other gods.
That you may serve another God. Because when you marry these people, you're going to get to listen to their God and doing what they say. You're going to get brainwashed, bamboozled, and hoodwinked. So stay within your own so you can serve Yah and not nobody else God. Read.
So will the anger of Yahweh be kindled against you.
And Almighty going to knock your head off. When you do this, he going to knock your head off.
And destroy thee suddenly.
Uh-oh. I thought he loved everybody. He gonna do what?
And destroy thee suddenly.
And he gonna knock your head off with the quickness.
But thus shall ye deal with them.
This how you deal with them, the other nations.
Ye shall destroy their altars.
Altars? Go ahead.
And break down their images.
And well, yeah.
And cut down their groves. And burn their graven images with fire.
Keep reading.
For thou art a holy people unto Yahweh thy Elohim.
We are holy people to Yah.
Yahweh thy Elohim have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
He have chosen us, a special people to himself.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Above everybody that's on the face of the earth. He chose us over all the nations on the face of the earth.
Yahweh did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because ye were more in number than any people, for ye were the fewest of all people.
That's right.
But because Yahweh loved you.
Yahweh loved us. He don't love this Christian James.
And because he would keep the oath which he has sworn unto your fathers, hath Yahweh brought you out with a mighty hand and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen from the hand of Pharaoh, king of Egypt. Know therefore that Yahweh, the Elohim, he is Elohim.
That's right.
The faithful Elohim, which keepeth covenant and mercy with them that love him and keep his commandments to 1,000 generations.
To 1,000 generations. There it is again, 1,000 generations.
And repayeth them that hate him to their face.
And he gonna pay this Christian James to his face that hate him, because he hate y'all, but the Almighty gonna knock his head off.
To destroy them.
He gonna destroy this Christian James.
He will not be slack to him that hateth him.
He ain't gonna be slack to just King James that hate y'all.
He will repay him to his face.
Don't you know he gonna repay you to your face, King James, Christian James? He gonna repay you to your face, knock your head all the way off.
Thou shalt therefore keep the commandments.
That's when we keep the commandments
and the statutes.
And we don't go to church. We don't wear a cross. We don't believe in JC. We don't believe in Hamashiach. We don't do none of that, because our law ain't never told us to do it. Read.
And the judgments.
And the judgments. We don't believe in no John, no Peter, no Paul, no none of y'all. We ain't studied none of that. All garbage. Read.
Which I command thee this day.
He commanded us this day to keep his laws, not go to church.
To do them.
We supposed to do the law and don't listen to nobody in the New Testament. What verse you at?
12.
Okay, that'll get it. That'll get it. What was that? Deuteronomy what?
7.
Okay. Go to Deuteronomy 12. 12 and 1. We ain't studying no John 3:36. I ain't studying nothing. That's all BS. Read 12 and 1.
Deuteronomy chapter 12, verse 1. These are the statutes and judgments.
This is what we do. We do the statutes and judgments. Yeah, we don't go no church.
Which ye shall observe to do in the land.
We should do in the land.
Which Yahweh Elohim of thy fathers giveth thee to possess it all the days that ye live upon the earth. Ye shall utterly destroy all the places.
We should destroy all the places.
Wherein the nations which ye shall possess serve their gods.
Serve their God. That means JC got to go.
Upon the high mountains and upon the hills and under every green tree. And ye shall overthrow their altars and break their pillars and burn their groves with fire. And ye shall hew down the graven images of their gods.
Right, we're supposed to tear up the graven image of their God, of this Christian James God. Get rid of his God.
And destroy the names of them out of that place.
And destroy this name out of that place. That's right. We're supposed to get rid of all that junk. Now let's go to Deuteronomy 6. Yeah. Let me show you that he hated. Deuteronomy 16 and 22.
Deuteronomy chapter 16, verse 22. Neither shalt thou set thee up any image.
Yahweh said, don't set up any image.
Which Yahweh thy Elohim hateth.
Yahweh hated. The book say Yahweh hated. Read it again. I thought he loved it. He say he hated.
Neither shalt thou set thee up any image which Yahweh thy Elohim hateth.
Yahweh hated. Now, why would I wear a cross and Yahweh hate it? Why would I go to church and be worshiping somebody else and Yahweh hate it? If he hate it, you gonna get your head knocked off. That's right. Let's go to Deuteronomy. Okay, Deuteronomy 27. Watch this here. Watch this. Cold-blooded. 27 and 15. Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomy chapter 27, verse 15. Cursed be the man that maketh any graven or molten image.
Hold it right there. It say curse. You're going to be cursed Anybody, you're going to be cursed. Read it again.
Cursed be the man that maketh any graven or molten image.
Any man that believes anything other than Yahweh, you're going to be cursed. Read, what did it read?
An abomination unto Yahweh, the work of the hands of the craftsmen.
The craftsmen, somebody made this with their hands.
And put it in a secret place.
And put it in a secret place.
And all the people shall answer and say, Amen.
That's right. You're going to be cursed. When you believe in anybody other than Yah, you're going to be cursed. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go to Psalms. So I ain't going to worry about you because you're going to get your head knocked off. I bet you the Almighty Yahweh going to knock your head off. He hates people like you. Okay, go to Psalm 106. 19.
Psalms chapter 106, verse 19. They made a calf in Horeb.
They made a cross in the United States.
And worshiped a molten image.
And worship it right now today. That's right. That's all I want you to know. Let you know they do it right now today. Okay. Oh, you watch. No, you ain't seen the corn yet. I ain't got to the corn yet. Watch this. Let me see. What I say? I say something. Let me see. Yeah. No, I'm on Isaiah. Yeah. Go to Isaiah. Isaiah 40. Go to 40. Okay. 14 and Isaiah 40 and 17.
Isaiah chapter 40, verse 17. All nations before him are as nothing.
All the nations on the earth ain't worth two dead flies in Yahweh eyesight.
And they are counted to him less than nothing.
And all these other nations ain't worth nothing.
And vanity.
And vanity means they worthless.
To whom then will ye liken Elohim?
Who can you compare Yahweh to? Not the New Testament or the Quran.
And what likeness will ye compare unto him?
You can't compare nobody to Yah.
The workman melted a graven image.
The workman he melted a graven image. The workman, he melted a graven image.
And the goldsmith spread it over with gold.
And the goldsmith spread it with gold. He make a cross and he spread gold over it. Read.
And casted silver chains.
And casted silver chain. The book covenant. Silver chain. Read.
He that is so impoverished that he have no oblation, choosing a tree that will not rot. He seeketh unto him a cunning workman to prepare a graven image.
To prepare a graven image.
That shall not be moved.
That shall not be moved.
Have ye not known? Have ye not heard? Hath it not been told you from the beginning? Have ye not understood from the foundations of the earth?
Now go to 44. Watch this. I baked the cake. I'm going to put the icing on it. Isaiah 44. Now watch this. Let me see. Okay. Okay, 6. 44 and 6. But I want you to look up some. But I put the book up. Come on. 44 and 6.
Isaiah chapter 44, verse 6. Thus saith Yahweh, the King of Israel.
That's our king name, Yahweh. We ain't got no king called JC or Hamashiach. Our king is Yahweh.
And his redeemer, Yahweh of hosts. I am the first.
Yahweh said, I'm the first.
And I am the last.
Yahweh said, he's the last.
And beside me, there is no Elohim.
And beside Yahweh, ain't no Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Ain't no New Testament, no Quran, and no another book. Read.
And who, as I, shall call and shall declare it, and set it in order for me, since I appointed the ancient people and the things that are coming and shall come. Let them show unto them.
That's right. Fear ye not.
Fear ye not, neither be afraid.
Don't be afraid of nobody.
Have not I told thee from that time?
That's right.
And have declared it?
And have declared it. Yahweh did it all. Read.
Ye are even my witnesses.
We are the witnesses. We witness.
Is there an Elohim beside me?
Yahweh says another God beside me.
Yea.
Yea.
There is no Elohim.
Yahweh said, I don't know no other God. So you ain't supposed to know none either. If he don't know none, you ain't supposed to know. Read.
I know not any.
Yahweh said, I don't know no other God. So what you doing going to church? What you doing going to a Muslim mob? What you doing in it while you over there with them Chinese with Buddha? Yahweh said, I don't know no other God. Read. Now watch this. This is come on here, y'all.
They that make a graven image are all of them vanity.
Everybody that made a graven image is worthless. Vanity ain't worth 2 dead flies. Read.
And their delectable things shall not profit.
And that detestable things you ain't gonna profit for something that you just made with your hand.
And they are their own witnesses.
They're your own witnesses, not Yahweh witnesses, your own witnesses.
They see not.
This thing that you made can't see nothing.
Nor know.
Don't know nothing.
That they may be ashamed.
And the people that made it gonna be ashamed one day.
Who hath formed a God?
Who have formed another God beside Yah?
Or molten a graven image that is profitable for nothing?
That is profitable for nothing. Ain't worth 2 dead flies. Read. Now watch JC coming on along here. Read.
Behold, all his fellows shall be ashamed.
Everybody that follow along with this man that made this graven image is gonna be ashamed.
And the workmen.
And the workmen that helped and made it.
They are of men.
They are men.
Let them all be gathered together.
Let all these people, this Christianity and Islam be gathered together.
Let them stand up.
Let them stand up.
Yet they shall fear.
They gonna be scared to death one day when Yahweh get ready to knock their head off.
And they shall be ashamed together.
All y'all gonna be ashamed together. The Christians and the Muslims gonna be ashamed together.
The smith with the tongs both work it in the coals.
Now what is a smith? Go get that book on the table in there. I'm finna show you what a smith is. Yeah, go get that dictionary on the table. It's in that there. It should be on the table. Okay, look up smith. I got to break this thing down because I got a lot of people on here probably don't know. They ain't never heard this before. So I got to get technical right quick. It's Smith. Look it up. Yeah. I got to take it slow. Smith. S-M-I Smith.
Smith, a person who makes or repairs metal objects.
A person that make and repair metal objects. That's what a smith is. But keep this book. Now get back to the book. Watch this. This corn here, y'all. 12.
The smith with the tongs both working in the coal.
He working in the coal mine.
And fashion it with hammers.
Making some.
And working it with the strength of his arms.
He working it with the strength of his arms.
Yea, he is hungry.
He hungry.
And his strength faileth.
And he got weak.
He drinketh no water.
Don't drink no water.
And is faint.
Now watch this.
The carpenter stretcheth out his rule.
The carpenter stretches out a rule, mean a ruler. That's what the carpenter do. Read.
He marked it out with a line.
He marked it out with line.
He fitted it with planes.
He fitted it with planes.
And he marked it out with a compass.
And marked it out with a compass.
and make it after the figure of a man.
And make it after the figure of a man. That man on the cross was made up. They made him up. This he was made up from the cross. Read.
According to the beauty of a man.
A beauty of a man. This man was made up.
That it may remain in the house.
That in the house on the wall. You take this picture that somebody else made. And you read it again.
The carpenter stretched out his rule. He marked it out with a line. He fitted it with planes, and he marked it out with a compass, and make it after the figure of a man.
Of a man! A figure of a man! That was a man I just showed you. And y'all worship a man. Read.
According to the beauty of a man, that it may remain in the house.
Remain in your house. Up on the wall. A church house. Or a house that you live in.
He heweth him down cedars, and taketh the cypress and the oak, which he strengtheneth for himself among the trees of the forest. He planteth an ash, and the rain doth nourish it. Then shall it be for a man to burn, for he will take thereof and warm himself.
He do all this with the wood. He make a god. He burn wood, and he heat himself up, and he food with it.
Yea, he kindleth it.
He kindled it. Make a fire. Keep warm in the wintertime with the same wood that he made the man out of.
And baketh bread.
And make it bread.
Yea, he maketh a god.
And he make a god. He do 4 or 5 things with this wood. He make a god. He heat up and he keep warm. He eat his food, cook his food with.
And worshipeth it.
And you worship this junk.
He maketh it a graven image.
And make it a graven image, what I just showed you.
And falleth down thereto.
And fall down on his knees.
He burneth part thereof in the fire.
He brought part of the wood in the fire.
With part thereof he eateth flesh.
And then the other part he eat flesh with the wood.
He roasteth roast.
He roasted a roast.
And is satisfied.
And then he's satisfied because then he got full.
Yea, he warmeth himself.
He heat his house up with a stove with the same wood that he made the god out of, and put them beans on the hot plate from the wood.
And saith, Aha, I am warm.
I'm warm. He glad. He done made 3 or 4 things out the wood. They made a god. They warmed his house up. They made his food with. Read. And make a Christmas tree out of it too.
I have seen the fire, and the residue thereof he maketh a god.
And with the rest of the fire, make a god out of it.
Even his graven image.
Even his graven image. What verse you at?
17. He falleth down unto it.
He fall down to it, get on his knees like they do in church, and pray to JC.
And worshipeth it.
They worship. You get out on their knees and pray to JC.
And prayeth unto it.
And you pray to this junk.
And saith, Delivereth me.
Deliver me. No, Almighty gonna knock your head off too.
For thou art my God.
You my God. They chose somebody else God over Yahweh. Say, that's my God, not Yahweh. Retarded fool.
They have not known nor understood.
They don't know and understand this book, what I'm talking about. They don't understand this book. Because if you did, you'll be worshiping Yahweh and not nobody else.
For he have shut their eyes.
There you go. The reason why you don't understand this book, Christian J, because the Most High have closed your eyes, retarded fool.
That they cannot see.
That you cannot see.
And their hearts that they cannot understand.
And in your heart, you will never be able to understand this book, Christian James. He's talking to you, fool.
And none considereth in his heart, neither is there knowledge nor understanding to say, I have burned part of it in the fire. Yea, also I have baked bread upon the coals thereof. I have roasted flesh and eaten it, And shall I make the residue thereof an abomination? Shall I fall down to the stalk of a tree? He feedeth on ashes, and a deceived heart have turned him aside, that he cannot deliver his soul, nor say, is there not a lie in my right hand? Remember these, O Jacob and Israel.
Talking about us. Remember thee, O Jacob and Israel. Talking about us.
For thou art my servant.
We are the servants of Yah.
I have formed thee.
Yahweh formed us, not Christianity. He ain't never formed Christianity or Islam. He formed Israel.
Thou art my servant.
We are the servants of Yahweh. We brag and talk about Yah only.
O Israel.
Talking about us.
Thou shalt not be forgotten of me.
We ain't gonna never be forgotten of Yah. Why? Because we obedient. With the church say obey the Torah of Yah. That's me. Read that whole lick again.
Remember these, O Jacob and Israel.
Remember this, O Jacob and Israel.
For thou art my servant.
We are the servants of Yahweh.
I have formed thee.
Yahweh formed us. He ain't formed no Christian or no Muslim.
Thou art my servant.
We are the servants of Yah.
O Israel.
That's right.
Thou shalt not be forgotten of me.
We ain't gonna never be forgotten of Yah. Why? Because we obedient to the law of Yah.
I have blotted out as a thick cloud thy transgressions, and as a cloud thy sins. Return unto me, for I have redeemed thee.
All you got to do is stop sinning and turn to Yah, and he'll deliver you.
Sing, O ye heavens, for Yahweh have done it.
Yahweh done it. Ain't nobody else do it. Yahweh done it.
Shout, ye lower parts of the earth. Break forth into singing, ye mountains, O forest, and every tree therein.
That's right. Everything sing to Yah.
For Yahweh hath redeemed Jacob. And
he redeemed Jacob, not no Christian, not this Christian James. He ain't talking to him. He talking about Jacob.
And glorify himself in Israel.
And glorify himself in Israel, and not this man on here talking about this fool that's talking about on here. He ain't studying you, fool.
Thus saith Yahweh.
Yahweh talking. He ain't never spoken to nobody in the New Testament.
Thy Redeemer.
Well, he's our deliverer, not JC.
And he that formed thee from the womb.
Yahweh formed us from the womb.
I am Yahweh that maketh all things.
Yahweh said, I make all things. He made a fool like him. Yahweh made this Christian man James a fool. He make the fools too. He make a fool like Christian James. He's talking to him right now. I make all things. I made a retarded fool.
That stretcheth forth the heavens alone.
Yahweh said, I stretch forth the heavens by myself.
That spreadeth abroad the earth by myself.
Yahweh said, I do it by myself with no help. That's right. Okay, let's go to let me go to Kings right quick. There's something out there. I want First Kings. First Kings 14 and 1.
1 Kings chapter 14, verse 1. At that time Abijah the son of Jeroboam fell sick, and Jeroboam said to his wife, Arise, I pray thee, and disguise thyself, that thou be not known to be the wife of Jeroboam, and get thee to Shiloh. Behold, there is Ahijah the prophet, which told me that I should be king over this people. And take with thee 10 loaves and cracknels and a cruse of honey, and go to him. He shall tell thee what shall become of the child. And Jeroboam's wife did so, and arose and went to Shiloh, and came to the house of Ahijah. But Ahijah could not see, for his eyes were set by reason of his age. And Yahweh said unto Ahijah, Behold, the wife of Jeroboam cometh to ask a thing of thee for her son, for he is sick. Thus and thus shalt thou say unto her, for it shall be, when she cometh in, that she shall feign herself to be another woman.
Yeah, another woman. Okay, let me see. Okay, skip on down to the 8.
Verse 8, and rent the kingdom away from the house of David, and gave it thee. And yet thou hast not been as my servant David, who kept my commandments, and who followed me with all his heart, to do that only which was right in my eyes.
See, that's what's right in Yahweh's eyes when you follow him and all his commandments and laws and statutes. Not going to church, not wearing a cross, not believing in another book. He never told us to do that. So what you doing it for?
But hast done evil above all that were before thee, for thou hast gone and made thee other gods.
When you go make another god, that's evil in the eyes of Yah.
And molten images.
Evil.
To provoke me to anger.
And when you do this, the Almighty gonna knock your head off, provoke him to anger. That's all I needed right there. Now let's go to Isaiah back again. Isaiah 40. Let's see. 45. Let's see. Isaiah 45 and 20.
Isaiah chapter 45, verse 20.
Hold it right there. Hold on, let me see. Start at 18.
Isaiah chapter 45, verse 18. For thus saith Yahweh that created the heavens.
Yahweh created the heaven, not nobody else.
Elohim himself that formed the earth and made it.
By himself.
He have established it.
By himself.
He created it not in vain.
He sure didn't.
He formed it to be inhabited. I am Yahweh, and there is none else.
So all this we reading, why would you serve any other God than Yahweh? If he made the heaven and the earth, the sea and everything, the trees, everything you're looking at outside, why would you attempt to serve anybody else when he said he did it all by himself? That means you're a mental case. Read.
I have not spoken in secret.
Yahweh say, I ain't spoken no secret. Y'all get that from?
In a dark place of the earth.
I ain't did none of that.
I said not unto the seed of Jacob, seek ye me in vain.
He never told us to seek him in vain.
I, Yahweh, speak righteousness.
Yahweh always did speak righteousness.
I declare things that are right.
Yahweh said, I declare things is right. And the New Testament is wrong. The Quran is wrong. All them other books is wrong.
Assemble yourselves and come, draw near together.
He told us to get together and come near and see him.
Ye that are escaped of the nations.
Everybody that escaped from the nations, come see Yah.
They have no knowledge that set up the wood of their graven image.
Anybody that set up a graven image, they ain't got no knowledge of Yah. The book popping it. He say anybody that set up any graven image don't know me.
And pray unto a God that cannot save.
And pray unto the New Testament God that can't save. The Quran God that can't save. All these other books that can't save. That's reading. Your life is in the situation it is now because you praying to the wrong God. Now read that again.
Assemble yourselves and come, draw near together, ye that are escaped of the nations. They have no knowledge that set up the wood of their graven image.
Anybody that set up a graven image ain't got no knowledge of Yahweh.
And pray unto a God that cannot save.
And you pray unto a God that can't save. JC can't save nobody. The Muhammad God can't save nobody. The Buddha, the Chinese God can't save nobody. Can't nobody God save but Yah. That's it. Read.
Tell ye and bring them near. Yea, let them take counsel together.
Let them take counsel together.
Who have declared this from ancient time?
Yahweh.
Who have told it from that time?
Yahweh.
Have not I Yahweh?
That's right. He telling you who told you. Him only. Read. Watch this.
And there is no Elohim else beside me.
He started telling you ain't no Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Ain't no such thing as JC. Ain't no such thing as a Quran, the Muhammad God, or the Book of the Dead and all them other books, the Hadith. He ain't studied none of that. Read. Watch this.
a just Elohim and a Savior.
Yahweh said, I'm a just God and a Savior. Can't nobody God save you but me.
There is none beside me.
Ain't nobody beside him. He started telling you.
Look unto me.
Look unto Yahweh. It didn't say look unto the New Testament. Look unto the Quran. Look unto JC. It say look unto me.
And be ye saved.
And if you want to be saved, you got to look unto Yah.
All the ends of the earth.
Now he's talking about everybody. He's talking about everybody on the planet, on this earth. He said, look unto me. Oh, say it again. Read it again.
Look unto me and be ye saved, all the ends of the earth, for I am Elohim, and there is none else.
There's none else. Read.
I have sworn by myself.
By himself. He didn't have no father, no mother, no uncle.
The word is gone out of my mouth in righteousness.
In righteousness. I didn't read.
And shall not return, that unto me every knee shall bow.
Every knee shall bow.
Every tongue shall swear.
And every tongue will swear to Yah.
Surely shall one say, and Yahweh have I righteousness and strength.
Now in the New Testament, it say every knee shall bow and every tongue swear to JC. That's a lie. That is a cold lie he told over in the New Testament. I think it's in the book of Philip, chapter 2, verse 10. Now go to that right quick. I think it's there. Go to Philippines. Let me show y'all this cold lie. Is it Philippines? Is that how is I'm pronouncing it right? Philip or Philippines? Philippians, yeah, that's right. Philippians. Yeah, go to Philippians chapter 2, verse 10. I think it's that. I ain't for sure.
Philippians chapter 2, verse 10.
Now check out this cold lie.
That at the name of JC every knee should bow.
It said at the name of JC every knee should what?
At the name of JC every knee should bow, of things in heaven and things in earth and things under the earth.
It don't say swear or confess?
No.
Okay, well that's a cold lie y'all just read. Now, let me show you what the Old Testament say, our book. Now, you heard what the lying book say. Let's go to the truth. Now, read that again. Start at the 21. Go back to Isaiah 45 and 21. That's a cold lie y'all just read over there in Philippians. That's how it's pronounced. Okay.
Tell ye and bring them near. Yea, let them take counsel together.
Now, this is what our book say.
Who have declared this from ancient times?
Yahweh.
Who have told it from that time?
Yahweh.
Have not I Yahweh?
That's right. All the credit and glory and praise and worship go to Yahweh, not nobody else.
And there is no Elohim else beside me.
And he just told you ain't no New Testament, ain't no other God, ain't nobody beside him or with him. He by himself. JC got a mama and father. Yahweh ain't got now. Read.
A just Elohim and a Savior.
And a Savior. He the only one that can save you. So you better leave them other gods alone and get with Yahweh, which is my God, and everybody else on his God. So Christian Jane gonna have to see my God. Because your God is already dead and ain't never came back. Talking about he back. Where he at? Oh, he back. Where is it at? Read.
There is none beside me.
Ain't nobody beside Yah.
Look unto me.
Look unto Yahweh. This ain't look unto JC. Look unto me.
And be ye saved.
And if you want to be saved, you got to look unto Yah.
All the ends of the earth.
If he talking about the earth, he talking about you. White folks, black folks, green folks, red folks. Yo, he talking about all y'all. He talking about the earth. If you live on earth, he talking to you. Read.
For I am Elohim.
He God.
And there is none else.
And ain't nobody. How many times he got to tell you ain't nobody else?
I was sworn by myself.
He swore by himself.
The word is going out of my mouth in righteousness.
That's right.
And shall not return, that unto me every knee shall bow.
Every knee shall bow on this earth, and every tongue shall swear to Yah.
Every tongue shall swear.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Now go to I think, let me see, 48. 48 and 5.
Isaiah chapter 48, verse 5. I have even from the beginning declared it to thee.
Yahweh said in the beginning, I declared for thee.
Before it came to pass, I showed it thee.
Before it happened, I'll tell you about it.
Lest thou shouldest say, my idol have done them.
That you're going to get credit to somebody else. You're going to get credit to JC. Credit to somebody else. No, sir.
And my graven image.
Get credit to some junk.
And my molten image have commanded them.
That's right. That's a lie. They ain't did nothing. That's right. That's all I needed. Let me see. Get credit to somebody else. That's really the most I told you before you gave the credit to somebody else. But you still gonna get a credit to somebody else, and they ain't worth two dead flies. Okay, go to Psalm 97. Psalm 97. Start the first verse.
Psalm chapter 97, verse 1. Yahweh reigneth.
Yahweh run the world.
Let the earth rejoice.
Let the earth rejoice in Yah.
Let the multitude of isles be glad thereof.
That's right.
Clouds and darkness are round about him. Righteousness and judgment are the habitation of his throne.
That's right.
A fire goeth before him.
Yahweh sending the fire to burn up everything in California.
And burning up his enemies round about.
What? I say Yahweh say burn his enemies up. If you get burned up, Yahweh, you Yahweh enemy. Let's read that again.
A fire goeth before him.
Yahweh tell the fire to go to California.
And burning up his enemies round about.
And when you get there, go burn up all Yahweh enemies round about.
His lightnings enlighten the world.
That's right. Lightning's gonna kill you too.
The earth saw and trembled.
It trembled. Earthquake.
The hills melted like wax at the presence of Yahweh.
The hill, talking about that volcano. That's what it's talking about, that volcano. Read.
At the presence of Yahweh of the whole earth.
Of the whole earth. The whole earth.
The heavens declare his righteousness.
The heavens always declare Yahweh righteousness. And I do too.
And all the people see his glory.
All y'all see Yahweh glory outside. Everything that happened with that weather is Yahweh glory. And you're looking at it. So you see his glory.
Confounded be all they that serve graven images.
Confounded means destroy. Destroy everybody that trusts in a graven image. That new Quran.
That boast themselves of idols.
That bragging about, oh, thank you so-and-so. Thank you, JC. They're bragging boast about him.
Worship him, all ye gods.
All ye gods. Ain't worth two dead flies. Okay, let's go to, I forgot something. Let's see. Oh, yeah. 30 and 22, Isaiah.
Isaiah chapter 30, verse 22. Ye shall defile also the covering of thy graven images of silver.
Them crosses.
And the ornament of thy molten images of gold.
Of gold, them images.
Thou shalt cast them away as a minstrel's cloth. Thou shalt say unto it, get thee hence.
Well, now, what is a administrative cloth? That's talking about a coat taking a tampon. A administrative cloth. To get rid of it. That's how the Almighty feel about a cross and a graven image. Now read that again.
Ye shall defile also the covering of thy graven images of silver.
All the one that's made out of silver, them crosses.
and the ornament of thy molten images of gold.
All of them is made out of gold because they got them made them crosses platinum and gold and silver right now.
Thou shalt cast them away as a menstruous cloth.
Just like a woman when she get off her ministry, she throw that kotak away because it ain't that good for nothing. That's how you do that cross and that graven image. You throw it away like a ministry cloth. Like a woman just had a period and she throw the rag away. That's what you're supposed to do to a cross and the graven image. Throw it away. Throw it away.
Thou shalt say unto it, get thee hence. Then shalt...
That's all I need right there. Ain't good for nothing. Okay, go to 40, Isaiah 42. Let's see. Okay, start at the 8th verse.
Isaiah chapter 42, verse 8. I am Yahweh, that is my name.
That's his name. He ain't got but one name.
And my glory will I not give to another.
And Yahweh said, I'm not going to give my glory to the Quran, the New Testament, no other book, and no other man. I ain't giving my glory to nobody. Read.
Neither my praise to graven images.
Yahweh said, I'm not giving my praise to nobody, not even a graven image. So all y'all that believe in the graven image, Yahweh said he ain't studied because he ain't gave nobody no glory, no praise. Now read that again.
I am Yahweh.
I'm Yahweh. I'm not these other gods that y'all want, these other names that y'all put on him. He ain't got but one name in his name, Yah. So if you call him in Ananiah, Jehovah, God, and all these other names, he don't know nothing about that.
That is my name.
Yahweh is his name.
And my glory will I not give to another.
And his glory, ain't JC another? Ain't Muhammad God another? Ain't Buddhism another? Ain't all these, that's another. And he's saying giving his glory to another. Read.
Neither my praise to graven images.
To a graven image.
Behold, the former things are come to pass.
Come to pass.
And new things do I declare.
And he do declare.
Before they spring forth, I tell you of them.
Before it happened, I tell you about it.
Sing unto Yahweh a new song, and his praise from the end of the earth.
That's right.
Ye that go down to the sea, and all that is therein, the isles, and the inhabitants thereof. Let the wilderness and the cities thereof lift up their voice, the villages that Kedar doth inhabit. Let the inhabitants of the rock sing. Let them shout from the top of the mountains. Let them give glory unto Yahweh.
Everything supposed to be shouting and giving glory to Yah. And then they talk about, oh, he be hollering. He be talking loud. I'm supposed to holler, Yah! That's what I'm supposed to do. Cry out and holler, Yah! The book tell me to do it. Read.
And declare his praise in the islands.
Everywhere. You supposed to declare Yahweh's name everywhere. That's the reason I talk loud, because the book say declare his word loud.
Yahweh shall go forth as a mighty man. He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war.
Like a man of war.
He shall cry, yea, roar. He shall prevail against his enemies.
Yahweh go prevail against his enemies. And y'all know who his enemies is.
I have long time holding my peace.
Yahweh said, I've been patient. I've been patient. I've been long holding my peace. Boy, he's been holding this peace for hundreds of years.
I have been still.
Yahweh sit still. And he been patient. He see what y'all doing. He just being patient.
And refrain myself. Now will I cry like a travailing woman.
You know what a travailing woman is? A woman having a baby with her legs. Ah! He gonna cry like a travailing woman. There's gonna be a lot of killing.
I will destroy and devour at once.
What? He said he gonna destroy and devour once. That's when he said the whole. He's like, he chilling. He been, but boy, read that lick again. Read that again. again.
I have long holden my peace.
I have long, you know how long is? The long, he talking about 300 or 400 years. I've been long holding my peace.
I have been still.
I've been still, I ain't moved.
And refrained myself.
And refrained myself.
Now will I cry like a travailing woman.
Now when I cry like this woman having a twins or a baby, because she hollering in pain, I'm going to cry like a woman having a baby.
I will destroy and devour at once.
I'm going to destroy and devour at once.
I will make waste mountains and hills.
That's right.
And dry up all their herbs.
Right.
I will make the rivers islands, and I will dry up the pools.
He gonna dry it up. You ain't gonna have nothing to drink.
And I will bring the blind by a way that they knew not.
That they never knew not. Stevie Wonder.
I will lead them in paths that they have not known.
That you didn't know nothing about.
I will make darkness light before them and crooked things straight.
I'm going to straighten out the crooked thing and I'm going to make them straight, baby. Only person can straighten out a crooked thing is Yahweh and make it straight again. Right now it's crooked.
These things will I do unto them.
I'm going to do unto them.
And not forsake them.
And don't forsake them.
They shall be turned back. They shall be greatly ashamed.
Gonna be greatly ashamed.
That trust in graven images.
Anybody that trusts in a graven image is gonna be greatly ashamed. Talking about the Christian and the Muslim. All y'all. Everybody that trusts in the graven image is gonna be ashamed. If you ain't serving Yah, you serving the graven image, fool. Read it again.
They shall be turned back.
You gonna be turned back?
They shall be greatly ashamed.
Everybody gonna be greatly ashamed of what?
That trust in graven images.
That trust in the New Testament and the Quran.
That say to the molten images.
That say to the molten image that you made up.
Ye are our gods.
Ye my God. The New Testament man is my God. The Quran man is my God. You gonna be ashamed. Get your head knocked off. Read.
Hear, ye deaf, and look, ye blind, that ye may see. Who is blind but my servant, or deaf as my messenger that I sent? Who is blind as he that is perfect, and blind as Yahweh's servant, seeing many things, but thou observest not?
But you ain't observing nothing. You see it, but you don't understand. No.
Opening the ears, but he heareth not. Yahweh is well pleased for his righteousness' sake. He will magnify he will magnify the law and make it honorable.
Yahweh gonna magnify his law and gonna make it honorable. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, let's go to Jeremiah 10. Jeremiah 10. Start at 10 verse. Jeremiah 10 and 10, yeah.
Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 10. But Yahweh is the true Elohim.
He's the true God.
He is the living Elohim.
Our God living right now today. Everybody else God dead.
And an everlasting king.
And he's an everlasting king, gonna be king forever.
At his wrath the earth shall tremble.
At Yahweh wrath the earth gonna tremble with them earthquakes. You got to be living to do that.
And the nation shall not be able to abide his indignation.
When Yahweh get angry, the nations ain't gonna be able to stand it. Ain't gonna be able to handle it.
Thus shall ye say unto them,
this what you tell these other nations.
The gods that have not made the heavens and the earth.
And I'm telling y'all, the gods that ain't made the heaven and the earth.
Even they shall perish from the earth.
Even your God gonna perish from the earth. The New Testament and the Quran gonna perish from the earth.
And from under these heavens.
And from under the heavens. The Almighty gonna destroy all that.
He hath made the earth by his power.
Yahweh have made the earth by his power.
He hath established the world by his wisdom,
He have established the whole world by his wisdom.
and have stretched out the heavens by his discretion.
He have did it with discretion.
When he uttereth his voice,
When Yahweh speak and utter his voice,
there is a multitude of waters in the heavens,
they start raining.
and he causeth the vapors to ascend from the ends of the earth.
The vapors is that fog when you can't see that fog outside. Them the vapors. When you can't see, when you're driving and can't see, you got to slow down to 10 miles per hour because that fog so thick you can't see it.
He maketh lightnings with rain.
Yahweh the only one can make lightning with rain. Can't no other God do this, fool. JC can't do this.
He bringeth forth the wind out of his treasures.
Yahweh said, I bring the wind out and try to bring the north. That north wind so cold you can't stand it.
Every man is brutish in his knowledge.
Every man is stupid. Brutus in his knowledge is stupid.
Every founder is confounded by the graven image.
By his graven image.
For his molten image is falsehood.
Hey, Yahweh says false. All y'all images is false. Boy, listen. Watch this corn coming on. Read.
And there is no breath in them.
Ain't no breath in this. Ain't no breath in that. Ain't no breath in that. Keep reading.
They are vanity.
That's vanity. Vanity means it's worthless. Ain't worth two dead flies. Vanity.
And the work of errors.
And the work that's gonna confuse you. You're gonna do stuff that's wrong against Yah. The work of errors mean you're gonna be doing something that's wrong. Error. When you make an error, you did something wrong. You made a mistake. That's what it's gonna do to you. Now watch this. Read.
And the time of their visitation they shall perish.
And when Yahweh visits you, he gonna knock their head off and you're gonna perish. Perish means he's gonna get rid of you. Now watch this. This is what I love right here, y'all.
The portion of Jacob is not like them.
We ain't like them. Listen. We ain't like y'all. He said Jacob ain't like y'all. Read.
For he is the former of all things.
We is the beginning of all things. Former means we were the beginning. We're the first.
And Israel is the rod of his inheritance.
Yahweh, we're the inheritance of Yah.
Yahweh hosts is his name.
Yahweh hosts his name. He ain't got no other name. That's all I needed. Now, read that 16 again.
The portion of Jacob is not like them.
We ain't like no Christian. We ain't like no Muslim. We ain't like no atheist. We ain't like nobody.
For he is the former of all things.
We is the beginning of all things.
And Israel is the rod of his inheritance.
We are the inheritance of Yah.
Yahweh hosts is his name.
That's his name. Now, if you call him anything else, you're a fool. And that's all I need to see. The book say we ain't like everybody else. That's right. We ain't like everybody else. We ain't no monkey see, monkey do. We don't do things everybody else do. They eat hog maws and chitlins. We don't. They celebrate Thanksgiving and Halloween. We don't. We got a beard. They don't. We believe in Yah. They don't. We wear holy coals with 100% cotton. They don't. What did I say, Jeremiah? What? Let me see. Okay, Jeremiah 43 and 13. We ain't like everybody else. We don't monkey see, monkey do nothing.
Jeremiah chapter 43, verse 13. He shall break also the images of false deity.
Yeah.
That is in the land of Egypt.
If you know he did it from the land of Egypt, he's going to do it here too.
And the houses of the gods of the Egyptians shall he burn with fire.
Yahweh, so I'm going to burn up the Egyptians' house with fire. Because they had over, how many gods did the Egyptians have? I forget. I heard over 300 different gods that the Egyptians had. Okay, let's go to Amos. Talk about this star now. Okay, Amos 5:26.
Amos chapter 5, verse 26. But ye have borne the tabernacle of your false deity and false deity, your images, the star of your God, which ye made to yourselves.
You made a God to yourself. They talking about the star of David. Show me in the scriptures where he got this, where the Almighty told us to follow and worship the star of David. And you made that star on your own. The Almighty ain't got no stars, no image. He never does. That's all I need. And I read it again.
But ye have borne the tabernacle of your false deity and
You
false
have
deity.
learned these other worship. You have learned to make stars and all these other stuff by watching the other people. These other gods, they make a star, you make one.
Your images.
Your images, not Yahweh image. Your images, what you made.
The star of your God.
The star of your God, not Yahweh, my God.
Which ye made to yourselves.
That you made unto yourself. Because Yahweh ain't never told you to make no star. Show it to me and get paid. You ain't supposed to be worshiping no star. Hold it. Okay, go to Michael. Michael 1, verse 7. Michael 1:7.
Micah chapter 1, verse 7. And all the graven images thereof shall be beaten to pieces.
All y'all graven images gonna be beaten to pieces, Yahweh said.
And all the hires thereof shall be burned with the fire.
Burning with fire, graven images.
And all the idols thereof will I lay desolate.
Yahweh said, I'm gonna lay desolate. To be empty. Desolate mean empty.
For she gathered it of the hire of an harlot, and they shall return to the hire of a harlot.
Okay. Now go to 5. Michael 5. Michael 5. Let's see. Okay, Michael chapter 5, verse. Start the 12th verse.
Micah chapter 5, verse 12. And I will cut off witchcrafts out of thy hand.
Yahweh said, I'm gonna get rid of everybody that believe in witchcraft, soothsayers, magic, David Copperfield, all that. He gonna get rid of all that.
And thou shalt have no more soothsayers.
You ain't gonna have no more psychics telling you when this gonna happen, when that's gonna happen. No more psychics and witchcraft.
Thy graven images also will I cut off.
Yahweh said, I'm gonna cut off all your graven images, them church houses, all that stuff. I'm gonna get rid of all that too.
And thy standing images out of the midst of thee.
And the ones you got standing up in the corner by the wall, I'm gonna get rid of all of them too.
And thou shalt no more worship the work of thy hands.
You ain't gonna worship something somebody else made. That's gonna be a wrap. You ain't gonna worship something that somebody else made, because that's gonna be a wrap.
And I will pluck up thy groves out of the midst of thee.
I'm gonna plug it up.
So will I destroy thy cities.
I'm gonna destroy your cities with the S on the end, meaning more than one.
And I will execute vengeance and anger and fury upon the heathen.
Upon the heathen, because the heathen believe in false gods, and y'all just like them. Monkey see, monkey do.
Such as they have not heard.
And you ain't gonna believe this. You ain't never heard this before. And you gonna doubt it, and you ain't gonna believe it. Now read that again.
And I will execute.
No, start at 12 again.
And I will cut off witchcrafts out of thy hand.
I'm going to get rid of all this witchcraft junk, this psychic stuff that y'all believe in.
And thou shalt have no more soothsayers.
You ain't going to have no fortune tellers.
Thy graven images also will I cut off,
I'm going to get rid of all these churches, all these crosses, these pictures and statues. Yahweh said, I'm going to get rid of all of it.
and thy standing images out of the midst of thee.
And the ones you got standing up in the corner on the side, they got to go too.
And thou shalt no more worship the work of thy hands.
And you ain't going to never in life worship nothing that somebody else made up.
And I will pluck up thy growths out of the midst of thee.
Yahweh said, I'm going to plug it up.
So will I destroy thy cities.
And while I'm plugging it up, I'm going to be destroying your cities.
And I will execute vengeance and anger and fury upon the heathen.
I'm going to do it up on the Gentiles, because they most rebellious.
Such as they have not heard.
Such as the stuff you ain't never heard before. You ain't never seen or heard it like this before. When the Almighty break it off in you, you ain't going to believe it. You're going to call. He going to make you call up on it. Oh, you're going to call up on Yah one day. You ain't going to do it today, but I bet you're going to do it another day. You're going to call up on Yah. He going to make you call up on him. Because that pressure going to bust a pipe. He going to make you do it. Okay, let's go to Hucklebuck. I can't never say that right. What's it called? Hucklebuck?
Habakkuk.
Habakkuk. Okay, Habakkuk. Habakkuk, go to chapter 2. 18. Hucklebuck. Chapter 2, verse 18.
Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 18. What profited the graven image that the maker thereof have graven it?
What you gonna profit for? Something that's made. What profit from this junk?
The molten image and a teacher of lies.
The molten image and teacher of lies. All this is a lie. These New Testament, these other books, that's lies.
That the maker of his work trusted therein.
That the worker that maketh the trust therein.
To make dumb idols.
To make a dumb idol. If you make a dumb idol, you just as dumb as the idol that you made. You dumb too.
Woe unto him that said to the wood.
Woe, trouble to the one that said to the wood.
Awake, to the dumb stone. Arise, it shall teach. Behold, it is laid over with gold and silver.
Because they got gold and diamonds and silver on it. Y'all patronize it. Love it.
And there is no breath at all in the midst of it.
Ain't no breath in that. That cross can't help you. That picture on the wall can't save you. That church can't help you. Can't no church on earth help you or save you. So why go to it?
But Yahweh is in his holy temple.
Yahweh is in his holy temple.
Let all the earth keep silence before him.
That's right. Shut your mouth. That's right. Now I want to go and prove to them that that Abraham's father was an adopter. Go to Joshua. Go back to Joshua. Now I'm gonna show y'all that Abraham's father went to church and wore a cross and had graven images too. I think it's Joshua 24 and start at the let me get it because I ain't quite sure. It's in the book of Joshua though. Okay. Start at the first verse. 24 and 1.
Joshua chapter 24, verse 1. And Joshua gathered all the tribes of Israel to Shechem and called for the elders of Israel and for their heads and for their judges and for their officers. And they presented themselves before Elohim. And Joshua said unto all the people, Thus saith Yahweh Elohim of Israel, your fathers dwelt on the other side of the flood in old time, even Terah, the father of Abraham.
Now watch what it say about Terah.
And the father of Nachor, and they served other gods.
See, Abraham's father was an idolater. He lived to get 100. He died at 205 years old, and Abraham was 175. So don't get it twisted, because you are wicked. You might outlive the righteous. But yeah, Abraham's father was an idolater. He had another god, and so he, like I say, yeah, read.
And I took your father Abraham from the other side of the flood and led him throughout all the land of Canaan and multiplied his seed and gave him Isaac. And I gave unto Isaac Jacob and Esau, And I gave unto Esau Mount Seir to
Okay. Yeah, I just want to prove to that that Abraham's father's name was Terah, and Terah had a fake god. He believed in the Christianity and Islam. Okay, now I'm ready. Okay, that's okay. Now I'm ready for comment and question. Let me see. Okay. Philadelphia Howard said, Christian James, you don't have a clue about what's going on in the world. Your JC idol deity is made up character. The Romans, Greek. That's right, sister. You popping corn. National control population in GC made up chap. That's right. That sister right is she right 100. She know exactly what she talking about. Made up. Okay, the brother is on point with teaching of the creator and all. That's right, sister. Yeah, that's right. See, when you've been brainwashed